Hi, welcome to Miracle Making Psychology and Tarot Tools with my weekly micro 10-minute lesson. Today I'm talking about one of my favorite things to work with, internal conflict. Internal conflict is a state when a person's emotional and rational sides are not on the same page about something. It could be something very little and mundane or very deep and extremely important. It depends. Internal conflict is the reason why things we need to get done are not getting done because the whole person is not in agreement with themselves about the issue. Well, write your name and comments below, say hello as you join. Even on the replay, say hello. So, today's topic, internal conflict, how to recognize and resolve it. For those who doesn't know me, my name is Tatiana Morris. I am a conscious relationships expert. What it means, I combine the knowledge I got from being a tarot reader, from being a mental health counselor and a cosmo energy healer to help people understand themselves and others on a deep emotional level. I spent last 15 years of my life accumulating knowledge in attempt to understand myself, first of all, and other people. And now I want to share this with you. Today, my clients are men and women who struggle with relationships. They either don't know how to build a happy relationship with a partner they already have, or they struggle to even find a partner. Usually, a lot of those things come from lack of deeper understanding of themselves, first of all. So, back to today's topics. Today's topic is internal conflict. How recognize that you have an internal conflict and how to resolve it. Have you ever had an internal conflict about anything? If you have, type yes in comments. Well, let's dive in. Main sign of the internal conflict is procrastination. I know everyone is familiar with this concept. You think, or maybe you say that you want to do something and you just don't do it. Without really understanding why. Just get distracted. Maybe there was a movie on TV, or maybe a friend called, or I don't know, something happened, but it just doesn't happen. Happens, right? So, do you want to know more about how to understand that it's internal conflict and just not just random collision of different events and resolve it? Tell me yes below. And tell me yes if you ever heard about it. Do you know anyone who could benefit from those tips? Write their name below. Well, in Russian there is a saying, с сердцем не в ладу, meaning that heart and mind are at a disagreement. That's the core definition of the internal conflict. Why I love to work and talk about it so much? Because I have tools to recognize the heart of the conflict and then resolve it. The tricky thing about the internal conflict is to actually identify what part of the person wants what, or what part thinks what, and what is conflict is all about. It's very easy to get confused because most people hear very loudly the voice of their mind, their rational side, much louder than the voice of their heart and feelings, especially because this second voice, the emotional voice, sounds kinda weird, unreasonable, illogical, and so that's why it's very easy to just ignore it. As a result, this ignored part starts sneak attacks. So just things just don't happen. You are fully convinced that, well, I'm gonna go and do this. And you meet a neighbor on the way. Yeah, that's internal conflict. And so, one of the most obvious examples is procrastination. Again, something I already mentioned. Because procrastination is just avoiding the emotional side of the issue. Another example, a little deeper one, not as obvious, would be doing something repeatedly but without achieving the desired result. Oh, I know that it happens a lot with dating. And I also know that some of the skeptics can say that the second one is not an internal conflict, it's external circumstances, it's other people, and all this other stuff. Maybe, but let me keep my own opinion about that. Anyway, one of the main tools I use for recognizing and resolving internal conflict is tarot readings, because cards allow me to get a clear assessment of what's going on. And another tool I have is my own ears. Yeah, those two. I can hear when my client talks about something just from a logical, rational perspective, without having the feelings involved. How? Hard to tell. I just hear that it sounds very like cold and unemotional. I'm sure anyone can develop the hearing for that if they pay practice enough, which I've had enough practice with my work. And so when I hear this lack of emotion when someone talks about something they believe they are super excited, that helps me identify that there is a conflict. And so I start digging deeper for the emotion, for what the emotional side thinks and what is its real view on the issue. How do I know it's emotional? Again, it sounds particular, it sounds different. And it feels different when I hear my clients talk. I'm sure you can do it too if you practice. Just for the fun of it, just try it. Listen to how people talk about something and check if you believe them, if you are convinced, and if not, why. That's a super interesting exercise. So, now that we identified that there is an internal conflict, how do we solve it? Like any conflict, we need to listen to both sides and try to reconcile their desires. Is that easy? Well, it depends. What is the issue and how well the person can understand both sides and talk to them. Well, I personally have particular techniques and strategies that I teach my clients to deal with internal conflict. If you want to know more about that, join me in my private conscious relationship community right now. We dive deeper into how to put this into action. It's group exclusive, it won't be shared anywhere else. See you very soon. Click the link below the video to request to join for free.